Hello, this is InStockLaw here with a quick item guide for season 11 or the preseason here. So of course with patches, all these things can change. This is the 10.23 patch. Originally, I was gonna make a video for uh, every role on its own and then break it down through there. But what I noticed was every champion is very unique. So I thought, maybe I'd go assassins and then see what each assassin goes. But every assassin is pretty unique that way. So I thought I would break it down into each role more broadly. The simplest explanation I could give you, you can hear this, and then you can get out of here, is that you go whatever starter item you probably would have went before, and then you probably rush a mythic item. A lot of them are very similar to what the champion already would have went, and then you just go whatever normal build you would have before, because a lot of the items are very similar. The only difference is this whole mythic item system. There is some exceptions, but like champions that don't go mythic because they have another important item that they have to go first because that champion requires that, but I'm not going to quite go into that here. For example, like Ezreal and Mana Immune, right? Although even then, I don't know if you need to rush Mana Immune as much anymore. Alright, without any further ado, let's break down some of these. So, in mid lane, this is kind of my breakdown from here on, is you have your starter item, right? It could be Doran's Blade, it could be Doran's Ray, it could be Longsword. I think those are the main ones I saw. And then you get your mythic item. So, in the most popular mid laners I saw were Yasuo and Yone. So if you're gonna go those two, then Immortal Shield Bow seems to be the first item you get there, and then you start going the normal items that you would have gone anyway. Next up is some assassins. So Zed is a very popular champion. So you'd go the Dusk Blade of Drathar in that case if you're assassin in the mid lane. There's some other assassins that go some other things, like I saw Talon going Eclipse, so there's some variation there. With Zed, I saw Longsword start as well. Hextech Rocket Belt. This is instead of Proto Belt, so yeah, some AP assassins can go this item. I think it was Fizz, Diana, and Echo in the mid lane. Riftmaker. I saw Kali go this. She's very popular, so there you go there. Okay, this is the most common one I saw, was Luden's Tempest. So instead of Luden's Echoes, you have Luden's Tempest. In terms of the usual control mages, so you have the Orianna, you have the Veigar, you have the who else was there? Veigar, Orianna, Annie. Those kind of champions would go with the Tempest. Malzahar is the one that goes Leandries, and he's pretty popular, so I've left this here. Only problem is you can't go both of these like you could have before, so that's the main problem there. So that's a kind of a brief breakdown of mid. Alright, continuing on to jungle here. I put it here. I doubt how popular it is, but I think it probably has the most variation. So Hailblade, Ember Knife, choose out of those whatever you want. Hailblade is probably the AP one. Ember Knife is probably the AD one, right? Simple. Or spellcast Hailblade, auto attack Ember Knife. Okay. Gore Drinker seems to be very good at a lot of champions. If you're farming kind of tub jungler. Let's see. Duskblade is if you're an assassin one like Kha'Zix. Kraken Slayer I put here is because Master Yi is basically the only one that's going to use this, but he's the one that's going to use Kraken Slayer. Eclipse is another assassin one, but it's not quite Duskblade. And then the tank one, of course, is Sunfire. Alright, continuing on to AD Marksman. Usually you're going to just go Doran's Blade, but again, you can go whatever you start. The only difference is this tier can be started now. That's like only Ezreal pretty much. So, sure. After that, this is based on most common things I saw. So I saw Kraken Slayer the most common for AD carries, especially things like Vayne, Caitlyn, Jinx kind of thing. I saw Immortals showing up well, but I don't really know who to put this on. I saw Gale Force for like Ash, and I saw Divine Sunhur for Ezreal was popping up. So those are things I saw. How many doors? I have to chat here. Too many. If you want to, the old build of MF, you go like 4 Dorn's Blades. Fog. All right. Let's look at support here. Originally, I was going to split this up into AP supports and then tank supports and then enchanters, but I just kind of grouped it together. So same support item, whatever you went before. Nothing's really changed there. For AP, you can kind of go these first 3 here. So the Imperial Mandate can work if you have CC. If you're really greedy, sure, Luden's Tempest can work on some AP supports, but I think that's incredibly greedy. And Leandri's is pretty much like a brand only kind of one there. Maybe Swain can run that as well. Continue on to the tank ones. You're probably going to go Locket most of the time, but if you want to be that tanky tank and you hate your team, you can go Sunfire. If you want to go for the enchanter route, probably Moonstone is probably the best one there. Going for, if you're an assassin like Pike, you can go Duskblade. He's probably the only one that can go that. Maybe Senna, but Senna's probably, what I've seen is she's going Divine Sunderer as well. She could go either one. Okay. And then lastly, we have top lane. So top, you got the Doran's Ring, you got the Doran's Blade, you got the Corrupting Pot, you got the Doran Shield. Whatever you went before probably still stands up well. After that, let's see what we got. We got Leandri's. That's because Teemo is the most played in the top lane, apparently. So Leandri's is good on him. Most common one I think I saw is Trinity Force, because it works on things like Jax and Fiora. Although Fiora doesn't rush Trinity Force, she goes something else first. So Trinity Force, very popular. I saw Riftmaker on some champions up top. I saw Stridebreaker on some. Saw Eclipse on some, and Sunfire, of course, for the tanks. Yeah, so basically, the thing is, you go whatever mythic item you can go, you rush that, and then you go whatever normal build you would have went in the past. There's nothing really too new here outside these mythic items. Those are my thoughts. Quick little guide here for ya. Anyway, that's it. That's all. See ya if I see ya. Like and subscribe and all that if you enjoyed that.